Hey everybody, so we're going to try Six Sojourns. We're going to show you a couple of the mini expansions that are included in the game and let you see how the game plays. So today we're playing with sea serpents. We have sea serpent tokens, and we've also shuffled sea serpents into the deck. We're also playing with this expansion called feuds. Feuds mean that if you control a space that has another person's piece, at least one other person's piece, then the space is worth +1 victory point. So this adds a little bit of conflict, a little more conflict to the game. We're also playing with, we're also playing with places. So we have these cards that are specific to this map. Now this is an expansion map. It's not one of the base game maps. This is actually map C. And so we've shuffled cards into the deck that say places C, and they are specific places that are on this map. This is like the dock that's right here. So if I control this space and I have this card, I'll get 3 extra points. Six Sojourns is it's a quick area control game. It's based on 8-Minute Empire. It's very similar to 8-Minute Empire, but there are a couple of differences. And you'll kind of see those as we play, but we're just going to start. And we're going to figure out who the first player will be. We're going to take 2 cubes here. And I'm playing here with Brenna Asplund.
Hey.
And Brenna is first.
Nice.
So we had this new thing that wasn't in 8-Minute Empire. These are called towers. Now, because we're only playing with 2 players, there's only going to be 1 tower in the game. But because Brenna is first, she gets 1 tower, and I get no towers. And towers are there because there's a real last player advantage in the game, and you'll see that in a minute. It's a little easier to move in this game than 8-Minute Empire. Okay, so go ahead. Every turn you select 1 card, you pay the coins for the card. Okay. I forgot to give us our starting coins. Everybody starts with 12 coins. You always start with 12 coins. And then it will be Brenna's turn first. Okay.
All right. I am actually going to pay for and take that card that Ryan showed earlier that will give me points if I control the dock space. It also gives me 1 boat and 5 movement. So I am here so I can place a boat in an ocean space that touches where I have a guy, which currently is just this ocean space. But that's now going to let me move my people across the ocean in a single movement. So with my 5 movement, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and then I'm actually going to move my ship 4, and then I'm just going to let the 5th movement go.
Okay, sounds good. Now we got to fill in the empty slot. We'll slide the cards down, draw a new card on the 4 cost. These cards cost 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4 coins. Okay, let's see what am I going to do. I'm going to get this one. This costs 1. It is a Place a Sea Serpent card. Okay, so I do the action, but I also place the Sea Serpent. I can actually do that in any order. I'm just going to first place the Serpent. So wherever you put this, you can put this in any sea space, and wherever you put that, whoever has a boat in that space has to pay you a coin. So Brenna is going to pay me a coin. And this space is now actually also worth 1 extra point for whoever controls it at the end of the game. So my card says I get to place 2 boats. I'm going to put those right there. And then I get 2 more guys. I have to put those where I have a house, and so that's the starting space. I'll put those there. And then I have 3 movement. With my 3 movement, I'm going to follow her to this little island over here. I'm going to send these 3 guys, so that's 1. And then I'm going to move my boats over here, actually. So now I control this space because I have more boats there. And then I'll move this one there. So there you go.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and take this 0 value card that is worth -2 points at the end of the game, but it also has 2 rings on it, and rings are a pretty valuable resource for set collection points. And it will let me put down 1 guy and 2 houses, which I can do in any order. So I'm going to put the houses down first. on these 2 spaces.
You have to put those where you have a guy.
Yep. And then I'm going to put my 1 guy there.
Okay. Now houses, unlike cities in 8-Minute Empire, houses are worth 2 control, but each space can only have 1 house, except for the starting space. So let's see. I like this one. It says I get 3 points if I control 2 C's at the end of the game, and it's free. So I'll just take that. I get 2 more guys. We'll put them right here. And then I get 6 movement. That is a lot. So I probably won't even need to use all of it, but let's go on a journey here. Let's go 1, 2, 3. I forgot to mention we're also playing with these trades tokens. So whoever controls the space with the token in it gets this at the end of the game.
Okay, I'm actually going to go ahead and spend a whole 4 coins to get this one here, which gives me the ability that at the start of my turn I will gain 1 coin back.
Oh, nice.
And I get to place 2 people and 1 boat. And I'm put
Wow, that was expensive.
2 people there. And I'm going to put the boat here.
Nice. I guess it has the paintings.
Yeah, it has paintings too, which are also a pretty valuable resource.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to pick... Okay, I'm going to take this one. It says 3 points if I have 15 or more people. And that one costs 2. But it gives me more boats, and I really just want to control the seas in this game. So let's see, we'll put 3 guys here. I'll build 2 boats here. Okay, I'm good to go.
Okay, so at the beginning of my turn, I would gain 1 coin, but
yeah.
I'm going to buy the 1 cost card, so I just won't do anything. And this will give me 3 points at the end of the game if I control 4+ adjacent spaces. So that's spaces that are next to each other. I am going to put my 3 people I gain from this over here so I can start doing more on the central island again. And I have 4 movements, so I'm going to go 1, 2,
Getting all the boots.
3, and 4.
Okay. Let's see what we got. The new card is, place a sea serpent card. Lots of boats on it. Now this first one, I was looking at it, but I'm not sure I want it. It says 3 points if I have 5 or more houses, and I currently only have 1. So I would have to really focus to get that done. I think I'm going to pay the 4 for the sea serpent one again. And because I just love stealing coins. So we're going to put it right there and steal a coin from Brenna.
Okay.
And she's actually getting down
Yeah,
in
pretty
low
low.
coins there. Although you have that one that gives you a coin every turn. Okay, then I get 2 boats, 2 people. Let's get 2 boats right there. Get 2 people right there, and I get 4 movement. Let's move these. Let's go on a little sea journey. So we'll move here. This is a sea space, and then I'll move there with the next one. And I have let's see. I have a few more moves. I'm going to move here and steal that, and I'm done.
Okay. So this gives me a house and 3 movement. I'm going to buy this. It's the 2 cost, and I would gain 1, so I'm just going to spend the 1. So if I control at least 3 spaces on the same island, I'll get 3 points. And I also get 3 movement and a house. So I'm actually going to build the house. I actually might do my movements first, now that I'm thinking about it. I want to go 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to build the house here.
Oh, nice. Okay. Okay, this is an interesting one. If you control the Colosseum, you get some points. That's way up here. I could probably get up there eventually. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to pay 4 for that. Now I'm getting kind of poor here. Okay, and this gives me 2 people and 1 new house. So I'll put my people on my only house, and I'm actually going to save. This is a cool thing that was also not in the original game. I'm going to save this house for later. I can save houses and boats for later turns because I'm not quite ready to place that house.
Okay, so for my good sets, I really want to get some more paintings, which means one of these 2 cards. I think this one will probably be more useful to me. So I'm just going to grab this one, say that I claimed the coin and then spent it.
Oh, yeah.
And this one also gives you a special ability. You may place new people where you have people. So I don't have to place people on houses anymore.
Oh, yeah, that's a really good card. Especially if you're spread out.
Yeah. So I have 2 placement. I am just going to place them on this house for now. But then I'm going to go 1, 2, and let's say 3.
Okay. So with 2 players, this is pretty quick. The game is over when we have 9 cards. We're already like a third through the game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this card here, I keep looking at it for if all of your controlled spaces are adjacent. And that's, sometimes I can do that one, but I don't know if I can this time. I'm currently actually fulfilling that one. Maybe I could do that. And I need to get moving. So you know what? I'm actually going to try it. Let's take that card, 2 points, and let's hope that we can stay adjacent. All right, so I'm going to move 4. Let's go 1, 2. I'll leave a guy there. 3, and we'll stop right there on 4. Actually, I'm going to leave 2 guys there. Okay, I'm done.
Okay. I am going to take this one now. This was the other one I was considering before, but now I can just take it since it's the 1 space. And this one gives me the ability that each time you build a boat, you gain 1 person. And it gives me 3 people and 1 boat, and it gives me 1 more painting towards that set.
Oh, yeah.
So I actually might build the boats first, which also I believe does trigger immediately, so I would get those extra people.
Yep.
So I'm going to put both boats here, which now means I have 5 people I can place. And I'm going to go 2 people here.
Dang.
Because I want that shirt.
Yep.
1 person here.
Yeah, that card that lets you build anywhere. I should have done that because I have so few houses.
Yeah, it can be pretty useful. 1 of them here and 1 of them here.
Okay. All right, so this is 4 points if you have at least 1 of all 7 resources, which are trades, actually. Okay, so I'm pretty poor, so I can actually only pick the first or the second. Okay, I'm going to pick this second one and spend my last coin. And one cool thing that you can do, this gives me 4 movement. So I'm going to move these guys up here, 1. And then I move a guy here, 2, 3. And then I'm going to pay Brenna a coin. Oh my gosh, I'm out of coins. Okay, yeah, I was going to do this. So just to show you how this works, you can actually pay other people a coin to use their boats when traveling over the sea. And I was going to do that, but I forgot that I have run out, sadly. So instead, let's pretend I left a guy there, and I'm going to build my house that I've been saving. I'm going to put it right there.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, and I actually had another house this time. So let's build this house here just to help us make sure that we have that adjacency objective.
I'm really thinking about some of these cards that have victory point conditions because I don't have many of those cards yet.
Yeah.
And whether or not I can get any of those. This one, it would be a little bit difficult because I'd have to travel all the way over here from somewhere where my people are.
Oh, right.
This one, there's a couple of resources that I don't have yet.
Because you need all 7 for that one.
Because you need all 7 for that. But it might potentially be a little bit easier to get if the right cards come up. So I might go ahead and try for that one.
Okay.
And that, since I gain 1, I'll just spend 2. And that gives me a boat and a person and 3 movement. And since I gain an extra person when I place a boat, I can just grab that too. But first I'm going to do the movement first. So I'm going to go 1.
Ah, dang it. She knows. See, she knows I want this. She's going to stop me.
Yep, so I'm trying to mess with Ryan a bit there. And but I'm only going to leave 1 person there to block him for now. So that's 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to put my boat here. And my 2 new people are going here.
Okay. All right. It's looking less likely that I'm going to be able to take that, unfortunately. Okay. I have no coins left, so I have to take the free one. And it's not too bad. It gives me 5 people. So maybe down the road I'll get a boat. Let's put them right here and hope that something turns out. Okay, I'm done.
So this is actually the final turn now.
Oh, yeah.
So that means there's even more to consider here. I am going to take this free one and gain my 1 coin. And partially because this one has a pot on it. And if I'm going to get all 7 resources, I really need a pot.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take that. This lets me build a house and move 5. So I'm going to go ahead and build the house here. And then let's see how I can most efficiently use this 5 movement to try to get some extra points on this last turn. So first I'm going to go 1, 2. Then I think 3, 4. And 5. And then because I'm the first player, I have the 1 tower I can use on this final turn to essentially lock 1 space in. So when I put this on a space, Ryan can't then take it from me on his final turn. I'll still keep control of it.
Yep.
And I'm actually going to put that one all the way down here.
Oh, wow.
To lock in that space.
I thought you'd make sure I couldn't take that one, but it...
Yeah, you can give it your best shot to take that one.
Okay. So I have to take this one, and it's not a bad one, actually. It gives me a boat, which I will put here, and it gives me a house, and it gives me some movement. So I have 4 movement. I'm going to go like this. I'm going to take these guys. I'm going to go 1, and then I'm going to build a house here. 2, you can split up movement, and now I control it.
Do you have the card that lets you do that?
Oh, shoot, you're right. I don't.
Brian tried to break the rules.
I tried to break the rules. Every space can only have 1, it can only have 1 house. Okay, so she's got 3 control here, but it's okay. I put 4, I control it. So I've used 1 move, and I have 3 left. So we're gonna go like this. 1, 2, because every point that she has every space that there's another piece there, I get an extra point because we're playing with feuds. So that's 2. Let's move these guys. 3, 4, so I control the volcano. And Then I'll just build my final house. We'll just build it right there. And there's one ability on here. It's remove a sea serpent from the board and place it again. So I'm going to remove this one, and I'm going to actually place it over here with this one. It doesn't matter too much, except I steal a coin from Brenna. But I just want to show you, you can put the serpents in the same space, and sometimes when you play with the sea serpents, one space will really pile up. They'll get a ton of serpents on there, and so a space might be worth like 6 points. And I've seen games where players are really fighting over that sea space, So that's it. Game's over. We finished, and now we're going to score. So we'll go through. We have this nice little scoring sheet, and the first thing we score is spaces. So every space is worth 1 point, but we're also going to count extra points for feuds. So if you control the space and it has another player's piece in it, it's worth another point. Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait, I forgot to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Okay, so my spaces is 23.
Okay. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Okay. So I'm beating on spaces. We'll see if that holds. Okay, so every island is worth 1 extra point if you control more spaces. So this big one, it's considered an island. I control more there, so that's 1 for me. I think I only control 1 island, actually, looking at all these. Yeah, just 1. So that's 1 point. Brenna controls this. She has more space. She has these 2 spaces up here. So 1. She controls this, 2.
And 3.
And 3. So that's 3 for her. Okay, now we're going to go through the trades. And the way the trades work is you have to reach this threshold to get a certain amount of points. So like, for example, on cooking, you have to have 5 points, or 5 cooking icons to get 4 points. But if you have 9 or more, you'll get 7 points. You don't add these together. It's just one or the other. Now, one thing I forgot is we got to get the trade tokens off the board if you control if you control the space. So we're both going to just take these tokens and add them to our total if we control. We're tied here, so nobody gets this, unfortunately. But let's see, I get that. I get this, the blacksmithing, jewelry. Brenna gets this shoemaking.
Oh, yep.
And I think that's it.
You get that painting.
Oh, yeah, I get the art?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so now we're going to go through and figure out how many points we have for each trade. Okay, so our total for trades is I got 11 points total, and Brenna got 22.
So I'm making up some of the lost space on the spaces.
Yep, definitely. Okay, let's go through card abilities and see what we got. This gives me 3 if I have 5 houses. Do I? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Unfortunately, I did not make it on the houses. Are all my controlled spaces adjacent? No, sadly, I don't control this, but I do control that. So I didn't make it there either. I don't control the Colosseum. I do control 2 seas. I have 15 people, so I completed 2 objectives, so I have 6 points total.
Okay, so for me, I control the dock. I control 4 plus adjacent spaces. That's 4 adjacent. Yep. I control at least 3 spaces on the same island.
Oh, yep.
And I have at least 1 of all 7 resources. So I have all 4 of those objectives, but I also have the card that gives me -2 points. So that's 11. 11 points.
Okay, do a quick little bit of math here. Let's see. So Brenna got 50 points. And I got 41.
Yeah.
Brenna wins. Okay.
I thought you were going to beat me badly when we had only counted the spaces.
I did too. And the problem was I just did not. Oh, you know what? I didn't realize I forgot to count this for my cooking. So that's actually 4 more points for me. Still not
okay.
enough. Still not enough to win, but
Definitely a lot closer.
A little closer. And I think I just failed on trades. Like I was so focused on like controlling map stuff and completing some of these objectives that I just did not focus enough probably on getting the right sets. It can really help when you get up to the 7 points on some of these sets.
Yeah, I got 2 sets that scored 7 points, and that makes a big difference for sure.
And I failed on my card abilities. It really was worth it for you to snag that and make me pay so much to get it.
It definitely created an opportunity cost for you because there was other stuff you couldn't do because you were so focused on taking that back from me. So
Right. Actually, you know what? I forgot to count that one too.
Oh, okay.
So that's another 3.
Oh, that gets you even closer.
So that gets me close. I'm really close, folks. I'm really close. 48 to 50. Okay. I feel a little better because I thought I was being pretty competitive.
Yeah, I thought so too. Yeah, that makes more sense
that
actually.
Makes more sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So it was pretty close, and I did get a bunch of points from the feuds too. I got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 points because I saw those spaces kind of at the end. That shows you at the end on my last turn how that last turn can be so effective because I snagged those.
Yes.
At the end, and it really helped me get a lot more points.
But I was glad to have that tower as a little bit of defense too, because Ryan could have tried to take this one from me, and I really needed that one for this sword resource.
Oh yeah.
So I could score that card for having at least one of all 7 resources because I didn't have a sword from anywhere else.
Oh, okay, that makes sense why you did that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So one thing I wanted to talk about too is this is an expansion map, and there is actually an expansion you can play on this map. We didn't play with it. It's the lava tokens, the lava expansion. So you'll notice there are volcanoes. When you play with that mini expansion, anytime that a player buys a 0 or a 1 cost card, they can place a lava token on a volcano or on a space that already has lava, or next to a space that has lava. And in that way, you're sort of simulating like the flowing lava, okay? And the lava tokens, they just compete with other players. It's like a neutral, control faction. It's basically the idea is like you have to have enough people there to control the lava to sort of shore up and be safe, to control the area. So this map has 3 volcanoes, and we've played where people are placing them in specific spots and making them flow to take over spaces that other players are trying to get. It's a fun little expansion, and you can actually use that on any map because if another map doesn't have a volcano, it'll come with a token. You can place the token on the map and still play with the lava tokens if you want to play with that mini expansion. So. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this helped show a couple new things and fun things about the game. And please be sure to check out the Game Found campaign, and thanks very much.
Yes, thank you.